everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 2. And guess what we did last time? We finished up one of those infernal, not rally events, but endurance races, leaving us with no more than 2. So these 2 we're going to have to deal with at some point, but that time is not today, because today we're going back to driver's ed, because we suck. No. Actually, we're super duper awesome, and so we get to do this! Oh god, they're all time trial tests too, by the way, just so we're clear on that. And it sucks. It's not bad, but it's not good, because I don't like doing these. I don't like doing... It reminds me of Gran Turismo 3, where they're significantly harder, by the way. So, I mean, at least this isn't as bad, but... The worst part is if you go off the road, you automatically fail. It doesn't really count in ones like this level because it just doesn't. But I think that if you go off like the actual road, if that even applies necessarily, then you fail. So you gotta be all like technically sound and bullshit, and it's just all bad. So it's whatever. I mean, as long as we can get it done, then that's good. I don't think that really anything in this game actually requires the S license, except for, I think the event generator is something that requires that, but we're not really going to be doing a whole lot with that. I'm just doing this solely for the purpose of, you know, completion, really. So, I mean, we pretty much have almost all of the main stuff done. The biggest thing outside of those last 2 endurance races and this are just the manufacturer races, which, I mean, that's really why I haven't been spending a lot of money, because we're going to be buying a lot of cars over the course of this. Come on, baby, we're gonna get the something. We can still get the silver. Yeah, we got the silver. That's what I'm talking about. That's something good. That thing looks like an old... That thing looks like an old taxi. It was kind of weird. Oh man, why am I doing that? I need some water. I think I'm dying. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. Ooh, sick, we get to drive a GT40. Awesome possum. I think that we've actually driven a GT40 at one... Ugh, not this ugly-ass green one. We got to have that cool, like, blue one that looked like an old race car from, you know, way back in the day. But I think that we actually, when we did, I think we used a GT40 on one of these endurance races, didn't we? I have a text message. I will deal with that at some point, but not right now. I can't text while I'm driving, because that would be almost impossible, because I can't do that. I would need at least one hand for the gas. Unless I was driving, you know, perfectly straight, you know, if I was doing like a drag race, then I could just hit the gas and it would be fine, but we're not doing that because Gran Turismo decided, hey, it's not really a cool idea for us to do drag racing, but we're going to leave all the drag cars in here because we're stupid, lazy-ass people, and we're just going to put it in there anyways as a means of free stuff for you guys to sell and make a lot of money off of, which I actually have no problem with that at all because it's cool. I think that that first drag car that we got was worth like 500 grand or something like that. It was at least 250. I know that for a fact because I remember things with numbers decently. Not great, because I didn't finish college. Yeah. Of course, you know, people will be like, you didn't finish college? Well, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Well, you know, work was more important than college for me. Ooh, boy, that was close. I'm pretty sure that when you're doing these, if you like run into a wall pretty hard, then you get like an auto fail. So you got to be really careful about your frequency of hitting walls and such. Okay, nothing super important. It really does. I mean, we're moving along. Oh God. Smoky Mountain? Not this place. This place is something. Oh wait, never mind. No, this one's easy. Okay, I remember this one now. This one wasn't bad at all. I was thinking for some reason that it was Tahiti Maze, even though those aren't even remotely close to being the same word. So I don't know why I would have even thought that in the first place. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's a good thing that... Oh, no. Nope. We went too far. There we go. Oh, boy. That won't really affect us too much. It's probably going to bring us down to a bronze, though. Maybe. When I was doing time trials of this stuff earlier on in the game, I was getting gold on everything. So maybe that'll just bump it down to a silver. Hard to tell, though. So we're gonna find that out at some point today. We got to get all the way up the end of this thing. So, shoot. Shoot! We must get down there! You've committed the most heinous of crimes with my second midwife, and that crime shall be deemed as Sezex. Oh god. We gotta do it. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh. God, don't hit the wall too hard. Oh boy. Come on. Come on, you can still get something good here. We still have a shot at gold! Come on! Ah, damn it. It's alright, we still got silver. Like I said, that one little turn bumped us down to a silver. But that's okay. It is what it is. Could have been way worse. I am thoroughly pleased, and I'm going to use the save state here, just because I thought I heard that weird noise going off that like makes the game freeze up like a piece of shit. Oh, I love that episode of American Dad. That one's awesome. Where, Stan and Francine leave Haley in charge of Steve while they go off to go see like that weird horse show and have the crazy hotel sex, and then Steve and his friends end up like, you know, breaking out of the house, and they go buy that one meth addict like 100 boxes of Sudafed, and then he goes back and kills him because they didn't have the sales receipt. Like, who thinks of that as like... Who thinks of that as like the plot of... Oh, I gotta scratch my nose. Who thinks of that as like the plot of an episode of a show? Like, Seth MacFarlane is a damn genius. I would not think of that, like, that story arc in a million years. I just wouldn't. Like, there are plenty of other people that I guess would probably think of that, but I am not one of them. Oh gosh! Come on! Come on! No! Oh god! We almost got all four of our tires out there. That would have been grounds for an auto fail. So thank God we didn't, because if we failed, I would have been so pissed. But we're good at dodging things. Do you mean to tell me that I'll be able to dodge bullets? I'm saying, Neo, that you won't have to. Or when the time comes, you won't have to. Grindelwald? Oh no! But we get to drive the Europa. Whoa! What the hell is this? It looks like kind of looks like an ice cream bar or like a scoop of Neapolitan or something. Even though there's no pink in it, or actually no, there's no brown in it. That would have made it more like Neapolitan ice cream. God, I love that stuff. I used to get that all the time. There was like this little Italian restaurant that was out in South Salem that I used to go to all the time. It was called the Old Spaghetti Warehouse. And it was like seriously like a warehouse. That place was an old rundown piece of shit, but their food was so good. Oh my god. But it was just like this little rundown joint. Those are like the best places too. And every time I'd get food there, I'd always get a scoop of Neapolitan ice cream after I was done. And it was never anything huge, but that was like the only place that I would do it. It was like a ritualistic thing for me to get that when I was there. I feel like Italian food is like the perfect scenario in order to eat that with. It's like eating, or it's like having white wine with fish. You totally do that. You just do. It's just something, that's just something you do now. But, dude, I love Italian food. I think that right next to Mexican food, it's probably my favorite type of food. Especially after, I know I have some Canadian viewers out there, so for those of you that are anywhere near, I think it's Burnaby, which is somewhere near like Victoria and Vancouver, I think. Oh boy. Oh, never mind. We can still get there. We need to get there fast enough. There we go. There's a Italian restaurant. I don't even know if it's still there anymore, but it's called Anton's. And for anybody that lives in Canada, or if you're close enough to it, swear to God, go to that place. You will not be disappointed in it at all. Like, I went there when I was like, I think I was like 11 or 12. Wow, this car is ugly as hell. It sounds weird, too. Like, it doesn't even sound like it's running. It's just like, alright, we're gonna drive. I don't want anybody to now that my engine's on. It's so weird. I don't like how quiet it is. Like it's like those Ford truck commercials where like, oh, yeah, you drive a Ford truck, you're not even gonna be able to hear the engine running, which I don't know. I feel like if for things like that, like for cars that you can't hear the engine running, I feel like at one point or another there's been an instance where a guy has like walked into his garage to go to work in the morning, and he goes and he starts his car, and it's one of those types that you just can't hear it, and so he goes and he's like, oh damn it, I forgot my wallet, and so he goes back inside and gets his wallet out of the bathroom, because, you know, people leave their wallets in their bathroom for some reason. I don't even know why I said that. I do it, but it's because I have a weird bathroom and it's like the perfect place to do that. But then he like goes and gets back in the car, and he ends up like sitting in there, and he totally forgets that the car was on, or yeah, he thinks that the car is off or on. I don't know where I was really going with the story, but he ends up like, you know, slamming on the gas for some reason and ends up driving the car. Oh my god, I just threw up in my mouth. Oh, that was so gross. Sickening. You need to hurry up right now. Oh, jeez, that was way too close. That was a really weird, like, moaning noise, too. But yeah, so apparently he would drive his car through the garage door for some reason, because, I don't know, that was, like, not the right way of presenting that story, but I did it anyways. I was kind of, like, reminded of the, of Office Space, where the guy, like, wanted to like try to kill himself, I think it was, and so he drove his car like through the garage door and ended up going like down the driveway, and then he like killed him. He didn't kill himself, but he got hit by a car that was like passing by, and then he was in like a body cast or something. That's what I was thinking of when I was trying to tell that story, but I just totally went about it the wrong way. Damn it! Ugh. There's the fail. There's the first fail. I thought that we were gonna breeze through this for a minute, like we were doing really well. But, yeah, back to the restaurant thing before I forget about it. I do that so much where I'm talking about something and I end up segueing into something totally different, and it ends up being a bad thing, and that's just what it is. But, yeah, so it's called Anton's, and it's like a little hole-in-the-wall place, like I was just telling you with this other place, and it's like the least assuming place from looking at it on the outside, but there's always so many people there, and, like, their portions are monstrous, and it's not, like, really expensive. But from what I remember, and I don't know if they still do it or not, but just because of how big their portions are, if you can actually finish your meal in one sitting, then they will give it to you for free. Like that's like kind of like their big calling card is their food's really good, but if you can actually finish it, then they just give it to you on the house. But nobody ever does it, and that's why it's such a big deal, is that just nobody ever gets away with it. And so, and like even for people who are like, oh, well, I'm just gonna get a salad, like. It's just like, that's going to be like the loophole in the system. Oh, you, my friend, are dead wrong. It is absolutely not at all. Like, their salads are huge. I totally almost did it. Like, when I went there, I've only been there once. And when I went there, I got their manicotti, which there was only like 4 of them, but they're fucking huge. And like me back then when I was little, I was nicknamed the Disposal. At one point, like I could eat and eat and eat like no one's business. Like they got that name off of Hey Arnold from the eating contest episode with the kid that was nicknamed the Disposal. It's rumored that he has 2 stomachs and he never gets full. That was like me. That was me. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh, this will be no problem. Not even an issue at all. And I couldn't do it. I almost got through it. I was so pissed when I couldn't get through it. I only had like half of one left, but I was at the point where I was like, dude, if I take one more bite of this, you're all gonna see it, and it's gonna be like colorfully displayed all over the tile floor, and it's gonna be all bad. But yeah, dude, I used to be just an eating machine, like in the worst way when I was little. Or like younger. I wouldn't really say little, because like 13, you're not really little anymore. You're young. And like I used to go to there was a restaurant that's down here that I used to go to every once in a while, and I used to get 2 servings of biscuits and gravy, which like they're like full-on plates of biscuits and gravy. We're talking like 4 biscuits loaded to the fucking brim with this awesome, like, sausage country gravy. And I used to knock out 2 of those, and, like, one of the chef's, like, homemade, like, kind of, like, egg McMuffin type of things. And I used to knock that out, like, no problem. And the guy he'd cook it up for me, and then he'd come sit down at my table with me and just watch me eat it. He'd like sit there in just like total awe. He's like, brother, I don't know how you do this shit, but how are you not like, are you full at all? And I was like, no, not really. I mean, kinda, because I just ate a bunch, but like I'm not like uncomfortable full. I'm just full. Like I'm satisfied, I guess you could put it. But he's like, don't you ever get like sick from doing that? I was like, no, not really. I mean, I get full, but I've never physically eaten. Wow, I destroyed that one. Holy crap! But I've never actually eaten to the point of being sick. Like, I know that some people do that. Like, they're like, oh my god, I ate way too much. I gotta throw up. But I've never been like that kind of person. Like, I've never been the guy that eats so much that he just. What the hell is this? What? Hold on a minute. I've never even seen this level before. What is this? This is weird. By the way, this level, I'm guessing is in Italy, obviously, but it totally reminds me, yet again, I think there had to have been a lot of, like, some of the game designers for this had to have been working for Chemco at some point, because this is the second level that I've seen in this game that has a strikingly weird resemblance to a track design from Top Gear on Super Nintendo. There was one of the rally events. I already told you guys about that one, but this one looks like another one from that game. I don't remember which one it was, but I've totally seen this design before, and I'm trying to remember it, but it's kind of pissing me off that I don't remember it. Wow, this is weird. This is a really awesome track. Why did they not have this in the rest of this stuff? Like, this is super cool. This is like an awesomely, like, technical track, and it's awesome. Man, I'm kind of in, like, shell shock right now. Whoa, shell shock. Just reminded me of Turtles in Time right there. Oh my god. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that was going to be something totally different than it was. I would say that we actually didn't do half bad for a first try, if we can actually do it. Shoot! Okay, well, this is going to be a little bit harder than I thought. Interesting. Wow, that's a hard course. So what track is this? Oh, it's Rome Night. Okay. Wow, that's weird. That's really strange that they decided to bust that out in a license test of all places. Like, why not make... Like, why would you not have this be like an endurance race or something? Just, like, have it be introduced that way to people instead of doing it the way that they did it. I mean, I guess I'm not mad. I'm just kind of... I'm a little bit surprised that they would, you know, wait to introduce something that way. But, hey, what do I know? I don't really know much of anything. I'm just me. Okay, this is a weird turn right here. I don't really know how to attack that. Like, I feel like you can do that going really fast through it, but I just don't know how to approach it that way. Okay, so the biggest thing is a lot of these turns, we don't really have to slow down for them. Like, you can just kind of drive right through them. I'm just trying not to, like, speed right into the wall and fail it that way. Yeah, see, you can totally do that. Wow. This one, though, we definitely need to... Yeah, there we go. Man, like, so if I was actually, like, a professional driver for stuff like this, that'd be so much fun to do courses like this. Like, I heard from somebody that you can actually, just, like, pay, like, a fee, and you can go drive on some of these courses, just, you know, just straight up do it. And I don't know which ones those are necessarily, but I know that you can totally do it. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. You gotta get there, son! You gotta get there! Come on, baby! Yeah, there we go. Man, I was getting close. But we did it. And now we have one more to go. And I know this is a long episode, but... Oops. My name is not Ada. I am not Ada Wong from Resident Evil. Come on now. Was that... that was Resident Evil 2, right? I think it was. That was Ada from... I think it was Leon's side of it. Oh, Apricot Hill. That's not too bad. That's actually a pretty short a short lap, so we'll do it. And we get one of these cars to do it with, so even more gooder. Oh, shoot. I mean, it's not like we weren't, like, just doing this literally not very long ago. So it's still pretty fresh in my mind on exactly how to do this. See, I knew there'd be a good reason for us to... Oh, gosh. Okay, that was too close. I knew there was a good reason for us transitioning from this endurance race into the S-Class thing. There's always a reason for everything. Okay. Man, all that talk about Italian food makes me want spaghetti now. But I totally had some last night, so I feel like I can't do that. I mean, I can. I mean, I don't have to have, like, somebody's approval for that. Is that a side mirror on that thing? Like, it's really a weird position for that, if that's what it is. It's like all the way up at the front of the car. Oh, God. That's a turn that I'm always concerned about, because I never take it, actually. I just drive right through the grass like, you know, one of those kind of guys. Okay, there we go. Oh, no! Jeez, I almost ruined it. Alright, guys, well, there it is. We got ourselves an S-Class license. Pretty much no sweat. I had a division. For some reason in my mind, I thought it was going to be way harder than that. Like, the ones in GT3 were super tough. Not so much on this one, though. Like, they actually made that relatively easy. Huh, whatever. I'm not mad about it. That's actually quite relieving. Because I was kind of, I had kind of like a little bit of a stress thing going on. Going to that, I was like, oh, I don't know why I did that. Alright, so we're 56% done, but now we're gonna be jumping into the real stuff here in a minute. And by a minute, I mean like next time when we come back. Because, my friends, what is this? What the hell is this? What's going on? Oh, okay, that's right. That's right! So, when we come back on the next episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2... God, it kind of freaked me out for a minute. I thought it was going to freeze up on me. When we come back on the next installment of Gran Turismo 2, we are starting up manufacturer races. Just because I want to mix things up a little bit. I don't want to jump right back into another endurance race. So, you guys take care. This is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.